Hey guys, Alan here from StretchSense. In this video we are going to cover our very simple drag and drop retargeting workflow for Unreal Engine 5. So this workflow is for characters that use either the metahuman or Unreal Engine 5 skeletal structure and bone naming convention. Within this video we will cover our project setup and plugin install, how to retarget a metahuman, and how to retarget a Unreal Engine 5 mannequin. I will add a timestamp next to each one of these topics, so feel free to jump to whichever one is necessary for you.
For this tutorial, I will be using Unreal Engine 5.2, but the process will be the same from 5.0 to 5.3. So here in the project window, I will just head over to the Games tab and make a blank project. Here on the right side, I will just select the C++ option and just name your project to anything you like. Once your project has been loaded and opened up, make sure that you do have the Hand Engine LiveLink plugin installed. We do have a simple and quick tutorial covering this process, so if you are unsure, you can always refer back to that video. Once you have the Hand Engine plugin installed and you've restarted your project, we can go ahead and enable all the necessary plugins needed for this tutorial. So here we have the Hand Engine LiveLink, and right under that we want to enable the LiveLink control rig. Just hit yes, and as you can see it is telling you that it needs to restart for this plugin to work, but there are a few more things that we need to set up first before we go and restart. So just close this, and now we can begin importing our character assets. First, I will show you how to retarget hands onto any metahuman character asset. First thing you want to do is just head over to QuicksilverBridge and make sure that you are signed into the account with the metahuman that you want to use, and just navigate over to My Metahumans. Over here I will just be using Annie, and as you can see I already have her downloaded, so all I need to do is just add her into my scene. Once imported, we can go ahead and close the QuicksilverBridge window, and we will just pull out our content browser. Here we will navigate to the metahuman blueprint. So just go through the folders until you find your metahuman blueprint. What we want to do here is just drag it onto our scene and just give it a few seconds to load. Once our metahuman has loaded, you can see here that there are a few plugins that needs to be enabled. So just go ahead and enable all of these. Once you've done that, it's going to tell you to restart your project for the plugins to work properly, so just go ahead and restart. So after restarting, if your metahuman isn't already in your scene, just go ahead and drag in the blueprint class for it, and as you can see, everything is now rendered as it should be. Next, we want to make sure that we have our gloves connected and calibrated in Hand Engine. Once that is done, we can go back in Unreal and just enable our Hand Engine LiveLink connection. To do that, we will just come over here to Window, Virtual Production, LiveLink, and we'll click on the Source button, and we'll just add our Hand Engine source. Just give it a few seconds to receive data, and once that's turned green, we are ready to proceed. Okay, now what we want to do is just select our metahuman in the scene, and over here in the outliner with the metahuman selected, just edit the blueprint. On the left side under the Components tab, we just want to select the body, and now on the right side under the Details pane, we just want to make sure that the animation mode is set to Use Animation Blueprint, and right under it for the animation class, we just want to search for Hand Engine Rig example. And as you can see here, there is an example for a medium and tall metahuman body type. Now just select the appropriate one for your metahuman. Once that is done, just go ahead and compile and save. We can go ahead and minimize this window. And just like that, once we hit play, you'll see that the hands on your metahuman are working as they should. Next up, I will show you how to retarget hands onto any character using the default Unreal Engine 5 character skeleton. For example, the Manny and Quinn character asset. First thing we want to do is import our character. As I will be using the default mannequin, I can do this by right clicking here and add a content pack. Just over here, I will select the third person and just add to the project. Once that has been added, I will just navigate through the photos just to check and see that I do have my character assets. And after I've confirmed that they are all here, I will just navigate over to the plugins folder, Hand Engine Live-Link Content, Hand Engine Rig Examples. As you can see here, we have 4 folders, so we can choose either Manny or Quinn. I will be choosing Manny for this example, but the process is the same for Quinn. Just go ahead and open up this blueprint class. So everything inside here has already been pre-set up for you. All we need to do here is define the target skeletal mesh that we will be using. To do that, on the left side here, we want to select the target skeletal mesh. And over here on the right pane, in the animation mode, we want to make sure that this is use animation blueprint. And just under it, in the animation class, we just want to search for Hand Engine Rig Example. As you can see, there are a few options here. We just want to select the appropriate one, so I will be selecting Hand Engine Rig Example Manny. And just below here in the skeletal mesh asset, this is where we will be selecting our character skeletal mesh that we want to use. Again, as long as your character here is using the same bone structure and naming convention as the Unreal Engine 5 mannequin, it should work just fine. Now we will just compile and save everything. After that, we can just go ahead and close or minimize this window. And now we'll just bring up our content browser and drag in the blueprint class into our scene. And just like that, we have successfully retargeted hands onto a mannequin. Just make sure that you do have your gloves connected and calibrated in Hand Engine, and that you have the Hand Engine Live-Link plugin enabled. You can check that by coming here to the Live-Link window and just making sure that the Hand Engine Live-Link is receiving data.
This covers the drag and drop retargeting workflow. So this process allows you to get lifelike hands on your characters in no time at all. This means that you will spend less time setting up and more time creating the content you want to create. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to our support team, or you can reach us directly through our Discord channel. See you guys.